Okay, what you might have noticed here in the game object menu is that some of these 3D objects are quite simplistic. So what we're going to do is go and look at the package manager and add in another tool called Probuilder. So there are a lot of different packages in Unity which can add in extra features. So we're just going to go to Window, Package Manager. Now it takes a little bit of time to sort of go and resolve these and find them. But a key thing is we're going to want to switch it to Unity Registry, or if you've got in your own assets you've purchased, they're in My Assets. It just makes them a bit easier. But Unity Registry will show all the ones that are enabled with Unity by default. So we've got a huge number here. Two that we really find quite useful is the input system, but we're going to look at that later, but also Probuilder. So we're just going to install Probuilder. And what will happen is that it will add it in some extra features onto Unity. Okay, it can take a few minutes depending on your computer to get these set up because it is quite a complex package. Okay, let's see how we go. Okay, and here we can now see that it's been installed. We've got the little green tick. So we can just close out of the package manager. And if we go up to the tools, we have Probuilder. There's a lot of other options here. But all we are going to worry about at the moment is just the Probuilder window and this new shape option. And if we click the little plus, it gives us a shape tool. So we've got some pre-made stairs. And if we hit the build button, it adds them. And we could say choose sprite, just a 2D image. Prisms, not triangular prisms. We can change some of these settings. Hit build and adds them in. There are still the common ones that we have, but we get a few more options. So let's say we want this cylinder to now be 5, but it's got 8 edges to it. So we can quite quickly make more complex shapes and environments. Even a pipe. Let's change that back to 0. So if we change it to 3, it's just a triangle. 5 pentagon, it does just do regular shapes. Let's change its width to be 3. And its radius is going to be 10. So we've now created quite a big sort of wall environment. You can get like arches. You can also tell them how many angles to go through. And once we're finished with those, we just close them out. As we can see, we've got some really quite cool, more complex shapes that have been built. So what your goal is to basically use Probuilder to create a level with some stairs and environments that we're going to then be able to basically create a character and have them move around on. After this, at the end of this video, there'll be an example of a sort of completed level. So we're just going to create a new scene. So I'm just going to right click, create scene, and we might have custom test scene. I'm just going to double click to add that up. Okay, and we're going to build this entirely using Probuilder. we're going to get that little new shape tool. First thing I want to do is basically go and add a plane for my environment. And I'm going to just set that at 0, 0, 0. And we're going to set that to be 25 by 15 as my environment. And I'm going to hit build, so we've got that nice little environment to start with. I'm not going to worry about putting any textures onto this. Let's just start with some stairs. We're going to have these stairs basically go through 270 degrees. And we'll set those, we'll start those there. No, let's move them along a bit to 10 and 10. Keep it with 32 stairs, and stair height is only going to be sort of 1. So quite nice low stairs at this point. Going to add a second set, but this time they're going to have no curvature. They will have a height of 3 and a depth of 7. I'm now going to rotate these around. $90 degrees, and we will just sort of line these up. We're going to have them off a bit on the side, so they sort of overlap. And let's just put prism, because we're going to use this to basically sort of go and test for our shape. Yeah, but its Y length, we're going to make that, keep it at 2, and its Z, let's make it 5 long. Build that. We might actually just build a second one of those, but we're going to raise it up. Just 3 units. Build it, and let's make an arch. Let's actually just leave that one as it is to start with. So we radius of 5, it's going to have a depth of 1, and let's just make it 180 degrees. So we've got a little environment that that guy can sort of move through. But if we actually do an arch of 3, got a nice sort of solid roof. We can put end caps on, but what we're going to want to do, we can make a door shape. Note with a door, it doesn't have like caps on the sides, so it's not the most useful sort of shape. But let's do a pipe with a thickness of 1, four sides, and a radius of 3, and we're just going to rotate that 90. Get a rotation tool, let's sort this guy out. Okay, so that's going to have to be 45 and 0. Let's get this one and just move it into location. So you probably normally wouldn't build an entire level like this. You'd probably build, let's say, this house as its own standalone object. Okay, so let's go and have a quick look at our level. So we can sort of fly in. We've got a couple of shapes. So this is going to be our basic testing environment, just for our little character that we're going to create.